raiding 2 Cardassian attack vessels just inside the demilitarized zone.
That's not possible. I promise you, Commander, we would not violate the treaty.
The merchant vessel's comlinks are down. I can't raise them. Computer, fix source coordinates of the distress signal and lay in a new course. Warp 3. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all. I'm as curious about this as you are. What type of Cardassian ships are they? Patrol cruisers?
No, much smaller. They look like shuttlecraft.
Cardassian shuttles attacking a Federation merchant ship?
They seem to be armed with Gala-class phaser banks.
They must be from Cardassian colonies in the demilitarized zone. Hail them.
No response.
Over the channel.
Go ahead.
To the pilots of the Cardassian attack vessels. This is Gul Dukat, commander of the Second Order. Please respond. This is Gul Dukat, security identification ADL-40. I order you to immediately disengage your attack.
We're still 2 minutes away. The Federation vessel's shields are down to 40%.
Hail those Cardassians again. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you're going to pay for this, I promise you. Answer me immediately, or I personally will fire the photons that will destroy you. Arm the photons.
The photon launcher is
I
ready.
know. I knew all about these controls before I ever came on board. Tell me when we're in torpedo range.
Stand by. I'm picking up another ship moving toward it.
That's a Federation signature, I believe, Commander.
Sure isn't from Starfleet. I've never seen a ship configuration like that before. It almost seems like someone has modified an old support carrier. Hailing them. No response. They fired torpedoes. What kind of civilian vessel that size would be carrying photons?
Something from one of your colonies, perhaps? Now do you begin to see, Commander, that without any help from either one of us, they've managed to start their own little war out here.
I've planned a wonderful meal for us, starting with spine soup, which I know is a traditional Vulcan favorite, followed by jumbo Romulan mollusks. You can't get those back on Vulcan anymore, can you?
Do you eat in this grand a manner every night?
Certainly not. This is a special occasion.
It is?
The commencement of a new business relationship is the most special occasion for any Ferengian. It's a cause for opening great bottles of wine, dancing into the wee small hours of the morning. We'll let it breathe for a few minutes.
Very well. I will attempt to respect some of your cultural idiosyncrasies. I will drink the wine, but I won't dance.
Maybe you'll change your mind after you drink the wine.
No, I won't.
Oh, come on. Somewhere inside that cool-controlled exterior of yours, there's a wild woman screaming to get out. Maybe by the end of the night, you'll be dancing on the tabletops. Maybe not.
Is it appropriate to begin our business discussion now?
Rule of acquisition number 214. Never begin a business negotiation on an empty stomach.
Rule of acquisition?
Yes. Every Ferengi business transaction is governed by 285 rules of acquisition to ensure a fair and honest deal for all parties concerned. Well, most of them, anyway.
Commendable. To create a code of behavior for business transactions
Is logical.
and quite reassuring.
Do Vulcans have anything similar?
In structure, it reminds one of the Vulcan Bill of Rights, which guarantees the fundamental personal freedoms of every Vulcan citizen.
Same thing, exactly. May I propose a toast?
Is this another cultural idiosyncrasy?
Yes. You know, I can't describe the honor I feel at this moment. It's rare that a Ferengi and a Vulcan can overcome their inherent differences to see eye to eye as we're doing. I've always had the greatest respect for Vulcans, even though the few I've met haven't exactly felt the same way about me. You're a noble people, and I salute you. Now then, what kind of business proposition do you have in mind?
I wish to procure weapons.
Beg your pardon?
Guns, phaser banks, photon torpedoes, troop transports, and a number of cobalt thorium devices. My list is quite extensive.
You're a gunrunner?
I am prepared to pay in latinum, and I will very likely need a continuous supply for the foreseeable future.
You're not like other Vulcans, are you?
The Federation merchant ship refused to be boarded, so your ship just decided to open fire. It was clear the Federation ship was carrying weapons through the demilitarized zone.
That ship was carrying medical supplies to Soltalk 4. Ben, what are you doing here? To accompany you.
To come. No one informed us you were coming. I decided an impromptu visit would be preferable, so you wouldn't be bothered with special preparations. I see.
Commander Fitzgerald, you know my counterpart from the colony. Go effective.
I'm glad you're here to listen to this, Commander.
We monitored the attack on the way in.
Yes, monitor is the proper word, because none of the ships would respond to our hails. Even the Cardassian pilots refused to acknowledge me, a strange voice from a Federation runabout. I gave them my security identification. Well, obviously they had their hands full.
With an unprovoked attack.
Unprovoked, was it? Do you deny that the Federation is engaging in organized terrorist activities against the Cardassian people, deliberately undermining this treaty?
The Federation does not conduct secret wars.
Then perhaps you can explain where the Federation ship came from, the one outfitted with photon torpedoes.
Explain why your ships were armed with Gala-class phaser banks.
They have a right to defend themselves against organized terrorist activities.
I haven't heard any proof yet of organized terrorist activities.
Because they're...
There's more in here. Do you want to put some places in?
Huh? Yeah.
We've been still in human space, what I like to call the disease of our time. Of course, if you follow the species we have over the years, and you witness firsthand how emotional and how unpredictable human life can be. Well, this it's fascinating and, to be quite honest, oftentimes exhausting individuals. And the emotional journey toward recovery that they put together is one of the most remarkable seasons of their life. Now, it's not that everyone's left home with
How'd you make it?
I was lost in a silent terror of a monster when I was home. How are you? Not so much. No.